Hello and welcome to another video in the series here on the Mortgage Cadence platform. Today we're going to be covering dynamic status capabilities. So what that means is when we have a loan moving from one status, stage, or milestone to the next, we're able to have different custom statuses within the Mortgage Cadence platform. We can also move loans back and forward between statuses. So if there's an issue in closing, for example, and we have to move the loan back to processing, or we're at the closing table and something came up as a surprise and we have to kick that loan back to an underwriter. An admin does not necessarily have to go into the system and trick the system to tell it it's in a certain status. Instead, we can give security rights to those users so they can move the loan where it needs to be and have access to the fields they need to edit and keep other fields locked down through security with read-only permissions. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up our Mortgage Cadence platform. I am currently logged in as a closer on the system. So I'm looking at a couple of my loans here that I have in my pipeline. It's a demo environment. I do have some different, statuses and dates in here. We're going to this loan here that's been submit to funding. Now, perhaps there's an item that I notice as a closer I've got an issue on, and we need to redraw some docs for closing before we actually fund the loan. All of our statuses and utilities, here I can see I've got a read-only box telling me the status the loan is in. I can also see this up at the top. But all of my statuses available to me are over here in the top right corner under this toolkit icon. We call them utilities. So as an admin on the Mortgage Cadence platform, utilities can be designed custom to meet your specific workflows. You can also, within these submenus, have specific statuses that the loan can be advanced to. So as a closer, I have access to a few different pieces of utilities to choose from. But in that example I gave, let's say that I ran into an issue. I need to return this to the processor. Maybe there's a 4506C that I need to get typed up again and sent to the closing table. If I had security rights to do that, I could do that on my own, but maybe my processor handles that. I could click on this, return the loan to the processor, and I can also then track when these things are happening. So instead of having a loan that is going to be tricked into a certain status, or I have to have an admin unlock fields, I can now track who the user is. So here I have my closer. I've got their name in here on loan involvement. If a funder or another user, so let's say it was an underwriter making an underwriting decision, they would also do that through the utilities here. I would have the ability then to track that and track at the user level how many times we're running into issues, better audit what's going on in my pipeline. This also gives me the ability on the pipeline to search and sort based upon those statuses. So I could have this default to sort or have a pipeline view when I have issues emerge, have those at the top and more present or urgent for matters like that that come up. Alternatively, I mentioned as an underwriter, some of the dynamic statuses that we have. I'm just going to click into another random loan here. Actually, we can go into that same loan and we'll show what underwriting decisions and other abilities we have in here. So this is an admin user. I've got a number of different utilities I can look at in here as the admin, but as an underwriter, I can have separate workflows that pertain to the decision I make on a file. So if I deny a file, approve it with conditions, final approve it, that can trigger off tasking to other users based upon these custom utilities or statuses that I have in the Mortgage Cadence platform. This is just the tip of the iceberg of what can be done here. If you'd like to learn more about this, you can reach out to our team at Mortgage Cadence and we'd be able to schedule a demo with you. Alternatively, you could scan the QR code here on this screen and that will take you to our team to be able to schedule a demo. Thank you and have a great rest of your day.